Joining our conversation is historian Jon Meacham, Rogers Chair in the American Presidency at Vanderbilt University, who occasionally offers advice to President-elect Joe Biden. Jon, I was thinking when I was watching that Donald Trump, in snubbing the inauguration, is making the bet that everyone will adhere to norms except him, and that if he runs and heaven help us wins, that everything snaps back. I mean, there are dangerous norms that Donald Trump is breaking, that Republicans are greenlighting through their silence and refusal to stand up to him, that everyone will miss if they disappear.
Absolutely. And that's the story of the last 5 years. And to me, one of the most important questions going forward is what role will Republicans and Trump supporters, and there's a Venn diagram there, but it's pretty much on top of each other. To what extent will they continue to heed his voice? So beyond January 20th, and I think the President-elect's point there was very well taken about the signal it sends, not just domestically, but internationally. But we're entering an odd phase. I don't know if you share this, but I think a lot of folks on the Biden side of things tended to think that you get through the election, you defeat Trump, and then there is this kind of restoration drama. Fortinbras comes down in Act 5 of Hamlet and restores order to all. It's going to be more complicated than that because of the behavior, because the 45th president has no evident respect for the ordinary processes of democracy. So Biden may well be contending with something that no other predecessor, no other president has ever done, which is a publicly active, malevolent force from his predecessor in a real-time way. And I think that's something that's going to be incredibly important to how we govern moving forward.
I mean, I wonder if you think there are enough people working on this. I mean, is there any precedent for an American president to have to govern a country where 70 million people believe a lie about how he won the office? I mean, does there need to be an office of information combating disinformation?
Well, it's funny. Walter Lippmann proposed that 100 years ago, 1921. He published a book called
There are
Public
no
Opinion.
news stories, right?
I'm trying to stay on brand here. So a century ago, Lippmann wrote this book, and it was basically, to me, the great line from it is the besetting problem of modern communications, and in his case, it was radio and print, was going to be that we would not see and then define, but we would define and then see. So he foresaw this way in which our ideological prism would shape the reality coming in, and actually proposed that because the modern world was becoming so complicated, there be bureaus of expertise that would offer opinions about great public issues. I think this is, as opposed to making an office of it, my plea to everybody would be, this is an era for entrepreneurial and engaged citizenship. This is something that is on all of us. We are an experiment in popular government. We're an experiment in self-government. And I think that all of us bear a responsibility to accept facts that are inconvenient. Now, when I say that, let me anticipate a possible objection. People say, well, but it's just the Trump people who do this. It's not the folks on the left. Why coddle them? There's some truth to that, but it's not a dispositive point. We have to tell a story about the country. We have to live a story about the country in which facts matter, in which other people's opinions, however repugnant we find them, have to be acknowledged. And you try to then engage in a conversation. And this may sound homiletic. I don't mean it to. But that really is what a democratic republic is supposed to do. And I worry all the time that we've simply broken down the channels of conversation in such a way that it's going to be incredibly hard to have that conversation.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.